program do you use for demographics or demographic services? What
Yeah,
how do you pull those?
I, I use a company called Easy. It's EASI. I'm going to try to pull it up right here. And
Hmm.
they're very, very easy. Um, and a lot of what we do comes through the CLA. I know the CLA offers a lot of programs, so that's one benefit is that yes, that's exactly right. Somebody
Right.
just typed EASI. So
Hmm.
Google that. Use the CLA's website. You
Hmm.
can find demographic reports there. It's a great benefit to membership,
Hmm.
and there are different ways that you can look up demographics through whatever service you choose.
Hmm.
Our typical circles, we just use radiuses, and those
Hmm.
are 1, 2, and 3 mile. And so we are looking for at least 15,000 people within that 2 mile radius. Now, mentioned before, sometimes we'll make an exception based on whatever that deal looks like that we're looking at. Or if
Hmm.
we're looking to go into a vanilla box or purchase a piece of property. We went to make sure that within that 2 mile, there are at least 15,000 people around the
Hmm.
50% renter mark, somewhere north of maybe 2.5 people per household.
Hmm.
Income typically looks like a traditional bell curve. And so for us, the middle is the 50 to 75,000 dollars a year in household income.
Okay.
That's for us. I'm sure it's higher for Mike there in Dallas, in those markets that he's looking at to serve his customers. But
Hmm.
those are just a few that we really like. And EASI is a great place to select those. They have a few different levels. You can get as granular as you want. Don't get
Hmm.
bogged down in the details. Just
Hmm.
make sure that you're looking at total number of people, how many households, how many of those households are renting, maybe
Hmm.
even what the rent rate is, how many people per household. And again, try to, if you are especially self-service,
Hmm.
find that female householder with children under 18, and
Hmm.
it should be around the 10% mark.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Hey, Mike, how about you, as far as demographic services or demographic programs that you use? What's working for you?
So we'll go to some of the suppliers. We'll go to a distributor. Laundry Lux has been fantastic for us and getting us demographic information. We use the 1, 2, and 3 mile guide. We try to determine what's renter, what is, you know, what the income levels are. And you would be surprised, I think, it's not the, $40,000, you know, household income. It really doesn't exist that much here in Dallas. It's more of the 60 or 70,000. So
Mm.
that traditional where you're thinking, oh, it's super low income, it's just not there because the job market is so good here. What it is it's two working class families. They're, being paid fairly, and they don't have time to spend the time with their kids. They've got to get their laundry done. And so the laundromat, where maybe they can afford a laundry machine in their home, it's the time they're getting back by bringing everything in at once and getting it done and then spending the weekend with their kids.
Hmm.
So, we look at that. Uh, we have a lot of population here, so that's kind of a real positive for us. I mean, if you could think of, we think of cities like Irving where we have a location, and Irving has almost 300,000 people in it. That's a size of a pretty big city in the US. So,
Hmm.
Mm.
we're really fortunate in that we have the people. Now we have a lot of competition too, which that's, okay. And but our demographic is really, we look to the distributors, we look to some of our suppliers to give us a really good report, and we're able to just kind of fine tune where we want to be and validate the location. It helps us validate the location.